What is happening, everybody? It's Monday, and here we are, talking about paintball. We have, on the docket this evening, the CS3 Pro, Atlantic City layout, Atlantic City predictions, the Dark MXR, the Waffle Force. There's a few other things on here we might touch on as well, but those are going to be for certainly everything we speak about tonight. And without further ado, BFP gear. BFP gear we can see right, other way, right in the corner over there, have been a long-time supporter of this thing and really a supporter of paintball. They're one of the few companies, I shouldn't say few, they're one of the companies that definitely is giving back to paintball and helping, support me, support pro teams, and just give back to paintball to help this thing grow. Check out BFP gear, but they also got these brand new CS3s Pros that we're going to get into here in a minute. So if you want to pick one of these things up, there are links in the description. Those definitely directly help support me and paintball and bfpgear.com. bfpgear.com sponsoring this thing. Check them out. Okay, what's going on now? Victor? Hello. Sunbrings. Hello. Axel. Hello. Minty FPVs. All right. El Clasico. Live from Connecticut. You're not live from Connecticut. Are you? Well, I don't know. Maybe you are. I thought I read live from Connecticut, and I was thinking I'm in Connecticut. I'm like, no, I'm not in Connecticut. Okay, we'll just jump right into this CS3 thing. CS3 Pro. We kind of predicted this last week with. Let's see if I can pull up my sneak shots. I don't know where in the hell I put those at. They're in here somewhere, but whatever. The CS3 Pro, let me pull my slides up real first. CS3 Pro. And, we kind of were close to being right on our predictions with this thing. We'll just go over all we'll just go over everything. So they're going to be $1889, so almost $1,900 US. And that's partially because of tariffs as well. So some of that price increase is because of tariffs. But in general, typically the CS Pro versions, like when we've seen the CS2 Pro, those are going to be a little bit more than the base version CS versions anyway. So that's going to be $140 more than just the base version of the CS3. And kind of the way, I think about this thing as it's kind of a mash of Planet Eclipse's higher end guns. It's a mash between the GOR5 from Planet Eclipse and the CS3. So essentially what they've done is taken the CS3 and taken the foregrip, that front rubber foregrip from the GOR5, and just put it onto a CS3. The major differences between those foregrips are the shape. This has kind of like a more banana-y kind of shape. It's very subtle, whereas the CS3 standard foregrip is just a little bit different shaped. But its main thing is it's gotten rid of the eye covers, just like the GOR5s. I think there's a slide right here of the inside of the gun. So we can see the front half, that front grip has been removed. We can see the little latch right there that releases the cover for the eye. So they've just gotten rid of eye covers just like they did on the R5. I really, really like this. I think that it just makes the guns, just a little bit cleaner, simpler. It's probably cheaper for Planet Eclipse to make, which, is good, I guess, And I just like it. It's just a little bit cleaner and simpler. It's not, revolutionary or anything. It's not going to affect really anything. Maybe just make it a little bit easier to, clean stuff, put stuff back together, whatever. It is going to have the exact same OP core that the CS3 is coming with, though. So it's not like a new bolt design or anything. The same exact bolt or engine as the CS3. Apparently it shoots similar, so it shouldn't really shoot any different. The major thing that may make it shoot a little bit different is the longer length. So overall, it is going to be about, I don't know, we're going to say like 1/4 of an inch longer. I was actually looking for the manual, and they haven't released the manual yet. The manual will actually tell you the overall length. There's no manual yet. It's a little bit longer. It's longer because they have to incorporate that front eye cover area, and the gun's going to get a little bit longer if they incorporate the new front region from that R5. I don't know, being longer, you know, I actually kind of think I preferred the size of the CS3. A lot of people like the R5 because it's a little bit bigger, but then a lot of people don't. So, I don't know. It's kind of like half people are probably going to like that longer feel, and then half probably are not. But the reason I say that it may technically feel a little bit different when it shoots is just because your hands are going to get further apart. So the gun's longer, so the foregrip and the trigger frame are further apart. So just having your hands further apart is just going to, you know, the gun's going to kick a little bit different because the pivot point changes. It's not as like a dramatic as a pivot, maybe having your hands further apart. I don't know what the hell that's called, but like reduces the amount of leverage or kick on the barrel or something like that. So pressures are going to be the same, all that stuff, but just the gun being a little bit differently sized now may play a little bit of a role in how the thing shoots. And it being longer, it won't take some of the old parts, right? You can't put your single trigger electric mechanical frame on this from the CS3 as well. So if you have that frame and you want a Pro, you have to buy an entirely new single trigger frame. And they will be available. They are going to make the mechanical frame for this. It will be a few months, though. It's not going to be coming with the original release, where we're expecting these to, I mean, be in hands of people ordering them very soon. So like if you order over here on BFP Gear, it'll probably only be a couple weeks until you actually have your gun in hand. It's coming with the new double trigger, so you get that actually, like, you know, actual finger grooves on that trigger for a double trigger sort of deuce, but I don't know. Also is coming with the blade trigger though too, so it's coming with 2 triggers now instead of the 1. That's that a little bit upgrade for the Pro version. It's coming with 2 of the power inserts, whereas the CS3 is coming with a single one. Also coming with the carbon nano barrel tip. You can see that barrel tip right there. It's kind of small, I know, but there's a lot of little teeny nano ports that are supposed to reduce the amount of water that actually goes in the porting. So apparently, having those smaller ports, you get a little bit of the water, what do they call that? Surface tension of the water. Makes it a little bit harder to enter those small ports, whereas the bigger ports makes it a little bit easier. The CS3 Pro, I think that's about everything. You know, obviously there's little details that are different, like these Pro versions, they're always a little bit more streamlined. So it's going to be more streamlined, we'll say, and a little bit more minimal than the CS3. But I don't know if it's going to be lighter, right? Obviously reducing or increasing the length, you're making the body longer, so that just adds material, but then you're reducing the material in some spots. So the body's way streamlined, so that, you know, could make it a little bit lighter. That back cap is milled more. The pops on off is milled down a little bit. The barrel, I believe, is milled down a little bit, so it might be a little bit lighter or close to the exact same weight. Oh, so I'm looking at chat. I was hoping someone would be like, it's heavier or something like that. But we don't really know yet. Again, it would said in the manual, but I don't know. I kind of like these guns that just look like tubes or like pipes. I got USB things coming unplugged. I gotta make sure they're staying plugged in. Yeah, I kind of like them. It's like the DSR Plus. Not the, was it a Plus? I don't know. The DSR pipe version that FreeFlow made kind of had that, you know, pipe-ish tube looking. So the CS3 Pro, I don't know. It's just kind of an odd gun, right? Like, just buy an R5. If you want this gun, why don't you just buy an R5? This thing's weirding out on me. Yeah, I don't know. My Stream Deck is like flickering on and off. It's kind of bothering me. The Planet Eclipse CS3 Pro. What are you guys thinking? Boring looking, LV2 mechanical? Probably not. You'll probably never see that. It's just way complicated. Scott? Not really. We're going to talk about that later, though. I do have that on my like list of stuff to talk about potentially when we reach that point. Chris said, looks like a 170R besides the eye covers. Yeah, it's just kind of like a pipe. It's just kind of like a tube. I kind of like it, though, but I totally understand how people don't like it, so I could see how you wouldn't like it. It's so basic. $1,889, $1,900 is kind of a lot of money, though. I think Planet Eclipse said that was with like a $90 tariff price. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking know. I don't get these tariffs. I'm like, isn't it coming from England? I don't understand. I don't know. Who knows? All right, we'll just jump right into the next thing then, I guess. We'll be pretty quick on this. Let me pop this open. We're just going to look at the Atlantic City layout for a couple minutes. I haven't actually looked at the layout, so we're going to see, like, I mean, I've looked at it, but I haven't, like, in detail looked at it, I should say. Atlantic City. Oh, God, Lord, please don't tell me I have to log in. And I'm always weird. Like, I always am, like, really weird at this Guns Up website. Like, this Guns Up stuff, I am not good at it. Like, what is happening here? But we're just gonna try and cruise around. I mean, I don't know what's going on. This worked, like, 2 hours ago. Could not load data from server. Well then, gentlemen. What happens if we just go to the home page and then go here and then like something? How the hell did I find it? What, I click this. Oh, there we go. Shit, guys. Well, I don't know. Oh, well, nope. Is it still loading? Well, we were gonna walk the field, but... well, shit. Okay, I don't know. We'll, I don't know. We'll come back to that. I can't troubleshoot. We'll come back to that in a minute. In the meantime, so this weekend in Atlantic City is going to be the second NXL tournament of the year, and I did a little bit of prediction stuff. Normally, I'd like to I'll like do my predictions where I just pick like the top 5 teams, but this time I went a little ham. So I will open up this NXL predictions. So what I did here, you can kind of see the formula on the bottom. I took all of the last tournament's data. So everything from the Tampa Bay tournament, I took everything. So all the wins the teams had, who they played, how much they won by, all the point totals and everything came up well, I should say, put most of this into ChatGPT, and we kind of came up with a formula that probably works the best. It's super difficult to explain, and it's been so long since I've done statistics that I tried to explain it to myself earlier, and I couldn't do it. And I was like, oh yeah, I can explain these formulas and stuff. And I'm like, it's been 20 years since I've done stats, and I don't remember how to do that. But this is who we think is going to win. Mainly just because Paintball Fit has been so dominant. So this is what I feel like are the odds of winning. So Paintball Fit have a 32% odds of winning, Dynasty 20, 15, and so on. And we'll kind of see how this shakes out. I wish I had like more data. Next time I do this, I'm going to like be able to articulate this a little bit better. You can kind of see the formula down there. Unfortunately, the depth bonus, I don't really remember how I did that depth bonus, but we take the wins, their average margin, and multiply it by 2. And the depth bonus was like how far the team got into the tournament in Tampa. We'll see. So that's my predictions about who's going to actually like win the tournament. I think Paintball Fit, it's like if we just take this Tampa tournament into account, Paintball Fit's dominance kind of, makes them win or predict to be the winner. I also found this kind of interesting. So this is if Paintball Fit win their bracket. So if you win your bracket, you get a bye, so you don't have to play like the first round of the the playoffs or whatever the hell we're calling that. I think it's the Ocho finals, so you don't have to play the Ocho finals. You get like a bye in that first round and you go straight to the quarterfinals. And this would be if Paintball Fit do get that first bye. So their odds increase quite a bit if they get that first round bye. If they don't, so if AC Diesel, I keep saying AC because I'm seeing AC at the top of here. But if Paintball Fit do not win their bracket and they have to play in that Ocho finals, it just increases the amount of matches they play and then increases the odds they don't do well. So if Paintball Fit don't win their bracket, that means Dynasty actually get an edge going into the finals. So that's something to watch for, right? If Paintball Fit win their bracket in Atlantic City, in AC, then they're probably going to win the tournament. If they do not, then it's going to give Dynasty an edge. We'll see, but this is only taking into account if fucking Paintball Fit don't win their bracket. There's all types of other things that could happen, like Dynasty could just lose all their matches and go 0-4. So it's possible there's other things that will happen as well. And here are the odds of every team making it out of the prelims. So those are your odds. Let's get rid of my head a little bit. You can see Aftermath down there in the corner at 2.3%. You actually have them higher than the Sea Dogs. And like I said, this is really all just based off Tampa and how well teams did the whole tournament. Their point margin and head-to-head has all been analyzed to give said predictions. We'll see. I like being able to use all this data and stuff. It's interesting. We have a 97.5% chance that Paintball Fit advance out of the prelims. Man, look at that. New York Extreme have a less than 1% chance. Yeah, I thought this was kind of interesting. Dude, I've forgotten stats so much. Man, I was all about stats. I really found it kind of interesting, and then I've just forgotten do it completely. I was like, okay, let's try this. Not very good. Let's try the guns up layout again, and let's try to look at the layout. God damn, man. Come on, man. I wonder if it's like Firefox or some shit. Let's try to open it in Or I can just let it load forever, huh? We'll see what happens. Trying to load it over here. Then like nothing's happening. I think it's Firefox. I think it's Firefox. What if I turn off my, like, ad blocker? I don't even use Firefox. I can only use it, like, I only used it for the live streams. It's definitely working in here. Let's, problem is, like, whatever. We're getting there. I'm gonna make sure it loads here first. Okay, so we can pull this out. I'm gonna pull this over. I'm gonna go. I can't see the screen. We're gonna go here. We're gonna click that. And let's just walk around. Okay. You know what's really crazy to me too is like it's been so long since we've had like back center bunkers. It's just so weird that like, you know, there's like a back center. I gotta change the mouse sensitivity on this damn thing. Oh. If I hit that, we'll actually... This is not very smooth, guys. Okay. Fuck. Okay, screw this. We're not walking around. We're just gonna look at different layout, different angles of the field. This layout's also a lot different, you know. We've been used to like, we've been so used to seeing like, you know, kind of, I think crazier layouts, right? Like there's not like a crazy amount of stuff in the center. I mean, there's a little bit, you know, obviously there's the big bricks and all that stuff. So, I mean, we'll see what those are like in the center, but it's not, I don't know. It just doesn't seem as crazy. It seems much more like a traditional layout. So who knows? We'll certainly find out. This tournament is taking place this weekend. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Over on the Major League Paintball website. You can go to gosports.com or Major League Paintball. Alright, whatever. I always try to do this guns up stuff and it never really works out. I can't like... It's just really annoying. We're not looking at the layout. No one really cares anyway. Who cares about the layout? None of you guys care. Which is fine. I don't really care either. You know what we should do, though? Is go over here, because this is using my GPU to render this. Actually, we could just close that completely. We don't need any of this on anymore. Okay. Jesus. Zach, I know Super Game is this weekend, huh? If you're going to Super Game, have fun, guys. Some braids. It's a 3-lane layout with a chaotic center zone to sneak into. Yeah, we'll see. It's definitely hard to shoot stuff off the break, though, because you can't, like, stand tall in back center, and you have to, like, get really low. George, Super Game. Well, have fun, dude. Yeah, man, I've just never gone to Super Game. I've always wanted to go to Super Game. It's just never really worked out for me, unfortunately. That's how it goes. See, no one cares about the layout. Who cares? I felt all bloated today, and I was like, thought I was gonna pop at some point. North versus South this weekend in the UK. I played a North versus South tournament here where it was like Northern California versus Southern California. It was pretty fun. It wasn't bad. I had a good time. Okay, what else we could talk about? This is pretty freaking awesome. I got kind of excited when I saw this the other day. I was like, holy moly, this is actually freaking cool. The Dark MSR. You know, I was going to say Warped Sports, but I don't know if they're really going by Warped Sports anymore. This is the Die MXR, customized by Dark Paintball. I think they're going by just Dark Paintball. It used to be Warped Sports, and they used to make the Dark series of paintball guns. This thing's just crazy. It's very unique. You know, you don't really see milling like this. And we should say, you know, all the spots where it's colored at are milled out. So that is actual milling. If we turn that off and you look at this up close version, you can actually see the actual cuts into the body. So I just like it. It's very creative, pretty cool. Dark have been making these die guns for a while. It's going to be available on the 9th of May, but really no price. You know, the MXR factory standard one is $1,500. So I wouldn't be surprised if these are like 18 or, you know, somewhere in there. They've also typically come with some upgraded parts. The DSR Plus came with, the Dark DSR Plus came with some Method parts. Just like the Method bolt that's coming in the brand new... No, sorry. The Method bolt that Committed just released for the R5, their Vortex bolt. The Dark guns have kind of come with a few of those upgraded Method parts, but I'm not entirely sure what this MXR will come with. Method do make an MXR upgraded bolt, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be a few days, and you crazy people can get your hands on this thing if you really want. It's fantastic. I don't know what the colors are going to be, though. I don't believe they're all going to be this color. We'll have to see when they go on sale, I guess. It's just really cool. My freaking Stream Deck is like just Jimmy jamming it off. I don't know what's going on. It's flickering. I'm going to check something. Hold on. I don't know. God damn it, I can't use the Stream Deck. I use like a bunch of freaking USB adapters. So, Cotton Candy Zebra, pretty much. Remember that cotton candy, like... What's that cotton candy bubblegum in like the 90s? Bubblicious? Something like that. Brandon says, the mech only tournament guys really sad right now. MXR still didn't drop their... And the CS3 Pro releases without one. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the MXR mechanical frame. Are they actually doing it? I've just forgotten. I know that the... I don't know what I was going to say. The CS3 one, at least they're making it. Yeah, Switch pre-B. Yeah, probably 30 seconds. Remember that zebra gum? A lot of times I've had gum. Crazy. Matthew Irving, are the R5s and the CS3 Pro similar enough to share one? Mechanical frames? No, they're quite a bit different. They have like a really, really different bolt design. I actually don't think with the R5 you could technically do it, but because of the way those work, I don't think that you're ever going to see Planet Eclipse do it. It's kind of... It'd have to be kind of weird and a little bit wonky, I believe. Chris says, Dye is confirmed to be working on the mechanical frame. That's good to know. I was like, I can't remember. Brandon. Rumor from Calling Die Personally said that it should be out this season, but when? Yeah, for sure. What do they mean by this season? By like World Cup's over, you know, November or something like that. There's also the push propel. We talked about that recently. Well, I don't know. I'll have to wait until I see one of those to make a final like assessment on the push gun. I'm not personally don't have super high hopes for it, but we'll find out. Now, if you're in here right now, why don't you just give the live stream a little bit of a like? We're gonna get a 1,000 likes for this live stream. Just hit the like button. I know you guys want to. Push gun looks very similar to the Nova. I don't know if I'd say all that. I mean, I don't know. It matters, I guess, maybe which Nova. The Nova naming convention is so crazy to me. What's the like high-end Nova called? The Nova... Shit. I'm blanking on the name. Just don't see a lot of Novas around, you know? The N2, not the N2, the Dreadnought, there we go. There you go. I was like, I know it's not like, it wasn't like, it might, yeah, it's probably the N2 Dreadnought, but I knew it had like a non-freaking N3, N1. I knew it had like a better name than just in freaking N categorization. But in ChatGPT, goddamn, they're freaking... You know, I also don't know how I feel about this AI revolution. You know, it's been really handy. It's really handy for work stuff. And I don't know, it can take away so much of the work that I do on these guns. Or not guns. For videos and stuff. Like, it can be very, 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 very helpful. But I don't know, at the same time, it's like, it feels like I'm not really doing the work anymore. You know, it feels like I'm not doing it. It's like, so I just ask AI to do this for me, and then it just does it, and then what do I do? So it's very interesting. But it also is like difficult because like you gotta use it. I mean, it'd be like 1994 being like, I'm not going to use the internet because the internet's, you know, bad for me, or I don't know, you know, we have some reason you might not have wanted to use the internet in the 90s. You kind of shouldn't ignore it though, but it's just gotten very weird, so I don't know. It definitely is going to probably help increase the volume of videos I can make, but I don't know, it just feels like I'm not really doing it anymore. So, I mean, I am doing it, but it's like, I don't know, you know? I don't know about the overthrow humanity yet. I mean, I think we're doing a good job of that ourselves. We'll figure that one out. I don't know. Just thoughts, you know? This was cool, though. Some of you guys might think this is cool. The Ryan Greenspan using a Field 1 Force version 2 Waffle Edition. I don't know what the hell the deal with this is. I don't know if they're coming out. It looks like it is coming out. I didn't read anything about these. If you're curious, though, here's an up-close picture. This might ring some bells or make people feel old, but the reason that they're making this Force is back in the day, Dynasty had one of these. The Shocker SFT Waffle Edition. These were very, very popular. Obviously waffle, because it looks kind of, you know, waffly. It's got that, like, you know, pattern or whatever. Waffle pattern? Yep. NXT, is this an NXT? No, that's not an NXT. Is it? Is it an NXT? No. Because the NXT had the angled foregrip. Now I'm confused. 2006 SFT. Okay, I knew they made both, and then I was like, because the foregrip on this gun, it does. Oh no, it's not. Never mind. I was gonna say the regulator does look like it's further forward, like the NXT, but it's definitely not. It's definitely not. It's just been a long time since I've really thought about shockers like this, because you can tell it's not an NXT obviously right away by the, you know, whatever. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to tell. So it's just kind of cool. It's a harkening back to the good old days. Although I wish it was kind of like, you know, more predominantly milled. This one looks like a little bit more subdued. Unfortunately, the eye cover too on the Force kind of messes it up. Kind of like throws off that milling a little bit. It's pretty neat. Those guns sucks too. I'd rather have a Force over this Shocker any goddamn day of the week. Man, what is going on with my Stream Deck? Honestly, not sure what the heck's going on. I use it to switch around, you know. The Black Force looks so sick personally. Yeah, I like them. I like the way those guns look, and I like the way they feel. They're just a little big, and they're a little bit too overly complicated for me. I want them to be a little bit more basic and simple, so. Yeah, some brands, you probably can't cut as deep, for sure. I know I was thinking about that, because, like, I mean, you could, right? But they'd have to leave a bunch of material on, you know, like, they could, you know, make those like cuts just as prominent as these, but they'd have to like raise up other parts of the gun, you know, so it'd be all like thick ass metal on the sides, and I think the gun's already kind of too heavy, so it would be a little bit excessive probably to have like the cutting be as deep, because I mean it's like, looks like it's like 3 to 4 times deeper on the old Shockers, but they were quite a bit lighter gun as well too, so you never know. We'll have to find out. That's all our news segments, guys. We ran through that kind of quick. Is the waffle heavy? I don't really fully remember. The waffle Shocker heavy? David says, is it? I don't remember. I really don't. It's just been like so long. Or the Force is heavy. The Force one's heavy. I mean, they do have that grip on there. I forget who was making that grip. The Force waffle. They like that different grip. I don't really. It's a little bit too short. I think I prefer the standard foregrip. It just feels a little bit better. But the standard foregrip, they've had some problems with that like battery terminal-y thing. So there you go. Urkuza? Urzuki? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. Damn, the freaking Stream Deck. The eyes, they're there. The eye covers are there at least. You can see their eye covers are on there. They're like, that's why that milling kind of stops right under the feed neck. Just a smooth cover. I do have, oh, I forgot to get that ready though, so we're not going to talk about that. I did see that the EMF 200 is going up in price too. The EMF 200 that was Planet Eclipse's new mag-fed gun is going to be $229 now from $900. So actually $894.95 is going to go from to $928.95. Oh man. G6R would be tight to see a new one. Yeah, that's what everybody says, Zach. I'm with you on that. I mean, literally. Totally with you on that one. Schwartz, I find it funny when people say the Force is heavy, but I hold the older markers and they are so much heavier than anything today. Yeah, for sure. But it is heavy, you know. I mean, when we're comparing it to, you know, today's guns. Damn it. I keep trying to hit the freaking buttons and they're not working. What was this? Something just looked weird. Okay, so what happens if we go to paintball gun rankings? This is my chart. I guess you guys could actually see this. If you want to go to, you can go to paintball. Oh, nope. Paintball gun rankings. If you go to paintballruinedmylife.com/scores, you can find this. So this is me. I weighed all these guns on here, so I'm curious about like where the Force is. Jesus criminy. Field 1 Force all the way down there. The Force is all the way down there at 1,074 grams. I mean, it's quite a bit more. Like, what is this right there? That's the shocker. So, I mean, you got to think 1,000, almost 1,100 to 800. Like, that's a big difference. But again, the shockers, the amp is like really lightweight compared to like the CS3. It is 884 grams. So about 200 more grams, which is, you know, substantial. I mean, that's like a good 15% more weight or something like that. I mean, it's not like, you know, crazy, of course. You know, back in the day, you know, you're holding like a old Intimidator or you got a Matrix or something that weighs like, you know, 6 pounds. They're weighing like 1,500 grams or something crazy like that. What's the heaviest thing in here? Probably the Elite. This chart's fairly detailed. I think the only thing that I don't have on here... Oh, I did put the R5 on there. Although I didn't technically review the R5. That's why there's no review link. All these guns I've actually had reviews on. The R5 is the only one I didn't actually review. Yeah, the only thing that's like hurting these high-end guns is like the value. If we look down this chart, right, the value is just the thing that kills these high-end guns. They're just not very good deals. Whereas the Ether 3, killing the deal. No features at all, though. Oh, the MXR, yeah, for sure. There's no MXR either. Which is fair, though, because I haven't really, like... the R5 I've played with a few times. The MXR I have not actually played with. I've only kind of, like, you know, dicked around with it. Yeah. Damn it. Stream Deck. Did MXR. The DSR felt heavy. I don't know. The DSR's not heavy. The DSR's heavy. Something's wrong. Didn't Sloviak offer you an MXR to review and you turned it down? I don't know. I mean, maybe something like that. He probably wasn't going to give me it. They were probably going to like loan me a gun. I mean, if they want to give me a free gun, I still wouldn't do it. Tell you the truth. I want more money than that. I think it's worth it. Yeah. They can give me one for free, and I'll take it, and I'll put it in the chart, but that's about all. Maybe I'd make like a short. I'll make a little short shooting video of it. Man, I don't even have that. Oh well. Okay, I don't know what the heck's going on. My computer's being weird. We're not going to even, we're messing with that. I got distracted. Sean, what are you saying? This shit takes way more work than just a free gun unless it's something spicy you actually want. Yeah, it's just a lot of freaking work, you know? And I mean, there would have been times in the past when I did it, you know, for free. Or not free, but if, you know, you gave me a gun, I would do it. But, I mean, if we look at, like, you know, views now, it's like, you know, the last video on the channel in the last week's gotten like 100,000 views. And there's not a place on the internet where, you know, you can get those kind of views, really, especially not for $1,500. You know, if you want 100,000 views on like Facebook, if you pay Facebook for like 100,000 views on your Facebook post or Instagram, I mean, it's going to cost you like $8,000 or, you know, some fucking crazy ass number. So, yeah. And I think my audience is better than those people on Instagram too, so. Don't touch boys. I don't know. Chris, good job on the title. Yeah. I don't even like the algorithm. I hate people saying algorithms, whatever. There's just so many people that like blame the algorithm for stuff. It's like people don't watch my videos. It's the algorithm's fault. It's like, no, you're not making videos people want to watch. I mean, like, you know, you gotta friggin' make stuff people want to watch. Yeah, that's about it. I wasn't doing that for a long time. I didn't do that for a long time. Next thing that's coming out is going to be probably not as exciting or as dramatic as that, but it's going to be the JT ProFlex video. And I am going to film it tomorrow and hopefully have it done very quickly. And, you know, these videos take me like 3 weeks to edit sometimes. And it's just fucking ridiculous. So we're going to try to do this in a week and have this done in a week. So if you're a pro member here on YouTube, if you're one of the fantastic people like Chris Martin that supports this channel, you'll get that video a little bit earlier. And I am also going to be doing I talked about doing this with the Intimidator video, but I got distracted with the ProFlex video this week, and I decided to make this come with all future videos. So for pro members, kind of an exclusive members only video, I'm going to do like a not director's cut, but like director commentary or something like that, where I'm going to sit down and we'll watch the video together, and I want to like pause it and then like talk about some things that I didn't add or whatever like that. So that'll be coming out pretty soon. Something about the JT ProFlex. I don't really know what the title's going to be, but the script is completely done. Yep. Brandon, first time watching live. Well, hello. Found it by accident, but something I would consider subbing to. Okay. Well, welcome. Offer pro members an NXL watch party. I know. Some brains. What should I do? What should I do for an NXL watch party? I mean, we obviously can't stream the game, so I have to put like the score on the like screen, the score bug, just a little score, and then just like, you know, talk over that. So I'll kind of be doing like the announcing, I guess. Something like that. How the ProFlex started a paintball cult. That's not bad. Dude, I have so many titles. I'll put that one in there. I think that my top ones so far are why the ProFlex still dominates paintball. Paintball Mask Revolution. No, that's not. Those aren't good. What am I talking about? The most iconic paintball mask in history. Everyone had this paintball mask. How the JT ProFlex took over paintball. I don't know. It's the problem. The titles aren't very exciting, so. Yeah, cult is kind of interesting. How a paintball mask started a cult? That's a crazy title, though. That's a little bit too crazy. How a paintball... See, the problem with, like, putting the title as, like, how the Proflex started a paintball cult, because everyone's like, what the fuck's a Proflex? I mean, a lot of, if you're not, like, dialed in on paintball, Proflex is, like, you're like, what the fuck's a Proflex? Very good thumbnail title, though. I'll look into that. Hostility. I know. You said how a mask started a following. I know my original one was how a paintball mask started a cult following. But... both of those are kind of like, I don't know. Dan says, one mask to rule them all. I know, I don't like that one. Because I think the goal with, like, the titles at this point are, like, making them, like, interesting enough for people that... played paintball at one point. Maybe they've not played in a long time or something like that, but they, like, know paintball. So it's got to be interesting enough for people to, like, see that and they're like, huh, interesting. And then they click it. That's what we got to do. But we also have to, like, make that pay off, right? Like, so if we have if I have, like, the title that says, I forgot who already suggested it, but wherever you went... how the Proflex started a paintball cult. Like, you have to pay that off somehow. So we can't just, like, have a clickbait thumbnail or title. It has to actually be what the video's about. And it kind of is. That's why maybe a little bit of tweaking in the title would be better, because I definitely talk about, like, how there's, crazy Proflex people, and people are all like feverish pitch for Proflexes. So maybe cult is just the wrong word. There might be some better words that we could use there instead of cult. How a paintball mask started a something. A feeding frenzy. I don't know. I don't want to make clickbait stuff, though. That's not what's going to happen. Because I want to, like, actually get people to like the videos. We have to watch. Like, I don't know. I'm just not doing it. $1,000 cash in your gear bags, the most collectible mask in paintball. I did make some jokes about, like, people's 401ks and, like, retirements and stuff. Shot Theory, be interesting for you to do an HK documentary. Actually, that would be pretty good, huh? I gotta think. I'm so on about titles and thumbnails. It's like, it's gotta have a thumbnail and title. I mean, it could be about, like, HK going from, like, rags to riches. That's what the storyline, that's what the, like, story structure would be. A rags to riches story tale. What is Yoder? Youder? Yoder? Are we trying to say yayo? I actually have a friend and their last name is Yoder. It's like almost to that. That's why it's weird to me. I'm like, Yoders. Yeah, the HK one would be kind of interesting, though. Because there's definitely, like, a good, like, story there. Because, like, all the HK guys just started out as, like, a group of buddies. And then, like, it morphed into this huge company. It might be the biggest company in paintball. I mean, apart from, like, GI Sports, and owning, like, the whole paint market, HK is pretty big. Could be interesting. All right, what else we got here? Proflex. Yeah. Proflex. Yeah, I guess the reason I like... I don't know, we were talking about like Dye sending me a gun to do an MXR review, and I said I'd want more than just a free gun. It's kind of because those videos are boring, you know, like not a lot of people watch those, so it's kind of hard to get people to watch them. And it's just a big ass fucking ad for Dye, so I don't know. Top 10 paintball bad boys. Who are those bad boys? You know what I think's really funny is that so JT Paintball were created by the Gregorys, John and I think John and Linda Gregory. The Gregorys actually started JT Racing, so they owned motocross stuff and all that stuff, and they got into paintball. And their daughter, Rhonda Gregory. So Rhonda Gregory, the daughter of John Gregory, the guy who started JT, Rhonda actually married Dave DeHaan. So Dave DeHaan, you guys might know as Dave Youngblood, the owner of Dye Paintball. And if you look in any of the lawsuits recently regarding Dave Youngblood, aka Dave DeHaan, you can actually find information about Rhonda and how much she owns of Dye Paintball. So apparently Rhonda currently owns 40% of Dye Paintball as well. So we've talked about like the Dye lawsuits and what's going to happen to Dye. And I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. That's about all. It's just like a weird, it's like a weird web of people. And I assume, I'm not sure, but I would hope that Rhonda and Dave are no longer together. This is a weird conversation to be having. This is a conversation you might not find any other place. JT used to sell Dye in catalogs, did they? It's been so long. I mean, I never even saw that stuff. By the time I started playing paintball, they were like, yeah, like totally two separate companies. Here's my new thing. You know my new thing that I've been doing, guys? Is digitizing magazines. So my new thing is I've got a lot of paintball magazines. There's a lot of old Jimmy Jam paintball magazines, like this August 1996. Look at how many Deutschmarks that is. 6,900 Deutschmarks. 69? 69. So I'm taking all of the old magazines and scanning them, and then putting them into Notebook LM in Google's Notebook LM. And look at this. This is cool, though. All these old masks. So that's the Pro Shield, the JT Pro Shield, the JT Soft Stream that, I don't know, never really caught on, and the X Fire. But yeah, I'm digitizing all the magazines, putting the PDFs in the Notebook LM, and then I can actually ask the notebook questions about the magazines. So I've made like these folders that have like all 1996 magazines, all the magazines I have from 1996, which is like 50 different magazines. And then I can actually ask Google's AI, Gemini, in the Notebook LM. I can ask it questions about those magazines. So I can be like, find me all the information on 1996 MPPL, and it's like, brrr, it just spits it all out, and then I can go to the magazine and be like, okay. I can like stare and actually physically read them if I want, or they're all PDFs. I'm kind of proud of that. Although I have not actually used it yet, so... James? Didn't Dave Youngblood appear on the cover of Action Pursuit Games in a gray and silver suit holding a gray ghost? Yes, he did. I'm not 100% sure if it was APG. Do you know what year it was? I'll track it down for you. I mean, I can literally find it. Hold on, just give me a moment here. Did I just find it that quick? No. This is not... I'm just going to take a screenshot and just pull this over. Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do. I don't know what I just did. I just might have deleted something. So not that one, right? That's Dave Youngblood. The Dave Youngblood. I don't think that's the one you're referring to. It was like literally the first thing I looked at almost. Let me know in the chat if that's the one you were thinking of. I don't know the Gray Ghost. The Gray Ghost was like a weird semi-auto gun, right? Because there's so many things. I've got so many magazines now. It's awesome. Well, anyway, that's one of them. there's too many to sift through. Gray Ghost was a Nelson pump. Okay, I know what magazine title. I know which one you're thinking about. But I actually screwed up some of the PDFs. So some of the PDFs, I don't actually have the cover page on. So it's very difficult to go through. Oh, that's right. He doesn't have the gray suit on in this one. Yeah. So I actually know it was actually from a photo shoot as well. I think that Bob Long was actually, man, someday, guys, when I get all this sorted, this is going to be awesome. I have like thousands of pictures and hundreds of videos that I've been going through and sorting everything and putting tags on all the images and stuff so I can like quickly find stuff, but not like this. So many goddamn Bob Long folders, though. Alright, I was going to try to find it, but I'm not doing it. We're going to give up. That's not too exciting. It's weird because the Iron Men were sponsored by Line SI and shot Bushmasters. Drive to Bob's house on stream and ask him. Where does he even live? Somewhere around here. I mean, somewhere sort of close to me. He's kind of always lived in this Northern California region. I really wish I could find... So what if we just search here and I search Bob Long like this? Damn, I guess not. I so want to find this magazine for you guys. This magazine cover. But I don't believe it's going to happen. Because like I said, I screwed up so many magazines. I screwed up the PDFs. So it's really hard to see the actual cover page. I know I've got it. I mean, here's another Dave Youngblood, but it's not the one we're looking for. All right, I'm giving up. I keep saying that. 1991? Okay, unfortunately, I don't have all of them labeled yet either. So I don't have them all perfectly labeled. But I'll see if I have a 1991 labeled yet right now. Oh, that's why. I'm searching the wrong folder. I'm like, why is this not working? Oh. 1991 APG. You know what month it is? Damn. No, that's not it. I thought I found it. I got another one, though. But I gotta make this window smaller. How about this one? This is not Dave Youngblood. This is like GeoGuessr, but for paintball. I mean, that's not... Whoop, damn it. Sometimes I like try to use the computers way too fast and I don't do a good job. I mean, there's this one. But I don't know what, like... yeah, I don't know. There's that. Yeah, the biggest problem is that I fucked all these things up. I mean, that's the biggest problem here. Is that, like, I look at the PDF as a thumbnail, and I can't actually see... it. Okay. It's too bad. 2.0 is really good. What the hell are we talking about? Is the Axe 2.0 good? For sure. I mean, the Axe, I've always loved the Axe, ever since the very first Axe. They're reliable, they're air efficient, they're easy on paint, their parts are cheap. I love them a lot. They're fantastic. Fantastic. Get one Tuesday. Yeah, they're great. I love them. I mean, I wish they'd make another one. I kind of want there to be a 3.0 or whatever. The 2.0's been out for quite a while now, so I kind of want there to be like a new version of the Axe. I'm looking for this friggin' magazine. It's gonna drive me crazy. I'm like, I know I have it. I know I have it. It's gonna be a lot easier to find it like this, too. Logan! With that membership, my friend. Thank you. Supporting this channel, you know, I appreciate it, guys, you know. Yeah, without support from you guys, I mean, honestly, memberships on this channel have become kind of a big deal. So you guys channel members help support this whole goddamn thing. And it's the only reason, one of the only reasons that we keep doing this, or I can keep doing this. Without channel members, and definitely without you guys watching, we wouldn't be doing this at all. So thank you, people, especially members. A silver suit, right? We're looking for a guy in a silver suit. No, I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm thinking about a picture as well. Because there's also a picture. There's also a picture of Dave Youngblood wearing a silver suit as well. But I don't know. don't have any luck. Again, my sorting is not very good right now. Sorry. I'm gonna open up this though. By the way, I'm in the UK and I can't see how to become a channel member. Any reason? Shit. I don't know. I mean, it's certainly if, man, my like Stream Deck is all not working. What if can I use it like this? Can I use like a digital Stream Deck? What happens if I do that? Damn. Yeah, it's very, my like Stream Deck, I don't know what the going on. It's just not working. So I can't pull up the window that I want to. This live stream is all over the goddamn place. Well, I do know if what do all these do? Nope, not that one. I'm trying to find the little text thing that goes, oh, maybe it's over here. Oh my god, I don't know, guys. Why is the Stream Deck not working? Can I like have a digital Stream Deck for like the on the screen or some shit? I don't know. Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. It's memberships. If you follow the link, I was gonna put it on the screen, but for some reason I don't know where the hell it's at. I can't find it. This is not going well, guys. Sorry. Thanks for hanging out with me, though. Holy shit. If you follow that link right there on the screen, pbrml.com/membership, it will take you there. I'm like 99% sure. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know if links work in the chat. What happens if you go to this link? Oh, wow, look at that. That's an actual link straight to it. I didn't know links worked in the chat. Maybe they only work if I post them. There's a link. Yeah, channel members, if you are a pro member, you actually get a little bit more perks. You get the giveaways. You're going to get members only videos. You're going to get members only live streams, stuff like that. I am so lost right now. We're all over the goddamn place. What was I doing before this? Oh, I was going to look for Bob Long. I was going to look for a picture of a Bob Long guy. So I kind of think that this Bob Long photo that I'm looking for and that Dave Youngblood photo were taken at the same time. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that this picture of Bob Long right here, that is fucking gigantic. My god. We want to fit it to the screen. Yeah, I think this picture of Bob Long was taken at the same time as this Dave Youngblood picture we're after. If we ever find it. I don't know if we're ever going to find it, though. I'm looking still. This might be one of the greatest photos in the history of paintball photos, personally. I mean, this photo is so good. We've talked about this, though. Who's this? Bonus points if you can tell me who that is. Who is that? Who might that be? Let me know in the chat. We're still looking for this infamous freaking picture. Nope, it's not happening. Smoker of many menthols. Some brains, you're disqualified. You don't count. Oh, you already got it. How about this? Who can get that? Who is this? Who is that? Who might that be? There are some hints in there. If you're very detail-oriented, or like, you know, you're really old. Who is this? It's a famous person. It's not just some, like, asshole. We might be here forever. Switch PB. That's a pretty good guess. Pretty good. It's a pretty good guess. Pretty good. We're getting closer. Curtis is pretty close. Curtis and Switch, you're both very close. Very close. It is the Iron Kids. We'll give you that hint. It's in a hole that drove a... I don't know. Nope, not Yosh. Not Alex. Nope. Not Tyler Arman. Not Oliver Lang. It's close though. I mean, you're right there. There's a big hint. There you go, Curtis. And Dan becoming a supporting member. Thank you, Dan. We appreciate you more than one way. Skinny Kevin. That's who that is. Who is this? We're gonna keep doing this. This is fun. Who is that? That one's a little bit easier. This one might be pretty simple. Oh, here's another good one. We'll do this next one. Mr. Meathammer? Is it? I don't even know. This person might not be as famous. Okay, we got it. Who got it first? I don't know. Some brains might count. I don't know if that's real. Sack Roots? Good job. I want to make, like, I talked about making a game show too. I think that not like an actual game show. Okay, this one's pretty easy, but here's another old one. Another Iron Kids photo. Who's that? That one's really easy. I mean, that one, like, you know. Come on. What are we doing here? This is a really good... Here's another really good one. Okay. Oh, Todd. Yep. That might be Mr. Meathammer. Okay. We got another one. This was Todd. That's Todd Martinez. I should say that. Someone got it. Whoever got it first. I don't know who got it first. Either Some Brains or Chris. Okay. This one's probably easy too. You guys will probably all get this one fairly quick. I wish these would like go on here big right away. Who is that? Another Iron Kids picture. Another Iron... Davey Williamson. Nope. Well, it's not that bad. Nope. Not Greenspan. I mean, if it's not Ryan and you got bleached hair, who do you think it is? We're gonna sit here until someone gets the answer. Yosh? Nope. Grage. Oh, a Craig Fragey? Nope. Nope. Not Todd Martinez. That is Zach Oliver Lang. And who is this? Who is that crazy person? Can anybody guess who that is? Tyler? Nope. Do a side profile. Yep, that's me. I don't know what happened that day. I forgot my pants, I think. So I wore like the sweatpants I guided the field in. This is really cool, actually. A really good one right there. Who are those guys? Who are they? Oh, I got one. Oh, shit. You know what's crazy? Here's that photo I was looking for. There it is. I know I had it. There you go, guys. That's what you were probably looking for, right? So this is not on the cover. Yeah, this is cool. This photo is just really cool. This is Marty Bush. Someone said Marty Bush. But Sack Roots, Marty Bush, Brad, hello, Marty Bush, and Oliver. That photo's really cool. I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is 2000 when the Ironman won World Cup. So this was before the formation of Dynasty even. I think that's the one you're looking for. Is this what you guys meant by you were looking for like Dave Youngblood in like a silver suit? Because I mean that's definitely Dave Youngblood in a silver suit with whatever gun that is, right? I don't even know, because there's like a PMI, a Tipman, an air gun. That has to be it. It's not, I don't know what the hell we're doing here. I know, here's one no one's gonna get. This guy's more important than almost anybody in paintball. Who is that? Who is that guy? We'll just leave him up small. We'll leave him small over here, so somebody can continue to try to guess him. Who is that guy? Chris? I know, I was like, the only reason you guys know is because it was in the video, baby. That's good. He's important. Super important. I got more. We're gonna look for more old photos. This one's not anybody. That's me trying to make a thumbnail for a video. Paintball field. And I was making, I think I was doing the 180R. Whatever. Is that Chuck? Nope, not Chuck. Here's Chuck. We're just all ready for pictures. That's Chuck. That's Chuck Diesel. Chuck Daddy. Chuck Hench. Yeah, this is all a result of me. I gotta sort all these pictures. These are in like my, I gotta sort them area. Oh, you know what? You could be helpful. Who is this? Dan, help me out. I actually don't have a name on there. Is that Timmy Propes? Is it? I really do need to know this one, actually. I'm just waiting for this shot theory character. Hopefully you're still here, Dan! Okay, we still don't know who the guy in the top right is. Well, some brains, you got it. I mean, that's Jed Green. That's the guy who was partial owner of WDP for a very long time, and the main guy kind of brains behind the NBPL. Is that Mr. Okay, we're just waiting for Dan, hopefully. What else have we got? Looking for like really old pictures. Who's that? Who's that guy? That's another dirtbag person. Dirtbag. That's a good we should just have him constantly on the stream. Okay, we're getting rid of those ones. That's a bunch of the old pictures that are unsorted. This is kind of a iconic picture for whoever took this. Good job. Okay, I don't know what the hell we're doing anymore. Timmy! Cool. I was like, that is him, right? I was like, because I have a... I don't know why I have damage. I don't know why I was looking for damage pictures. Maybe I wasn't. Just came across them. Because there's another one right here of the Jason Edwards. That's a really small one. Gee whiz, why is the resolution so small? Yeah, we're not going to keep that one. We're going to delete it. Look at that one. That's cool. Mugshot. Yeah, that's Ken Bryson. Ken Bryson. That mugshot was Ken Bryson. That's Ken Bryson. Ken Bryson. Let's look up Ken Bryson. Ken Bryson. What happens when we type Florida in? Dang. So if you want to know more about Ken Bryson, here's a cool Reddit thing. Victims of the Palm Beach Vipers come forward. Yeah, we're not gonna fully invest our time into that, but it's fun to point out assholes. No one really talks about crazy people. That's fun to talk about crazy people. Cool. Well, guys, what else we can talk about? It's fun looking at some of these old pictures, though, huh? Oh, I don't want to be opening Photoshop. No, not Photoshop. No Photoshop. We could look at pictures of me. I got a bunch of me pictures, if you guys are interested in pictures of me. This one's good. I really wish these would, like, snap to auto resize or something. How about that one? That's how I wear my, that's how I wear my goggles, my mask and my goggles. Oh, there's Ken again. Hopefully he goes to jail, huh? Any photos on the field fails? Like, not really. Like, what do you mean? Like, blooper pictures or something like that? More old photos. I don't know if I have, like, I kind of don't have a ton of them. Because most of the pictures I have are all from new players. Here's one. This is kind of fun. Damn. Tom Cole and his dog. Yeah, most of the pictures I have are all like new, you know. I mean, I'm going to start, you know, with these older videos. I'm going to, you know, I've kind of started collecting some old pictures, but everything I have is relatively new. So nothing's like, I mean, listen to the players. I have folders with some players. I gotta sort some of them still. Al Fernandez, Alex Fragi, Alex Rodriguez, Alexander Brindnikov, Archie Montemayor, Bart Yatkamek, Billy Wing, Blake Yarber. It's like all just new people. So nothing's like... Damn, I forgot I took these. These are huge because I took them. Dang. When we were at Field 1 a long time ago. A number of years ago at this point. Whoa, that's funny. Hold on. Here's that hat. Like, literally, this is that exact same hat. Like, not like the same model. This is the exact same hat that Alex is wearing in that picture. Like, literally the exact hat. He was like, you want any shirts or anything? I'm like, those hats are pretty cool. And he just, like, gave it to me. He just took off his hat and was like, here you go. Like, all right. That's funny. Yeah, not a ton old pictures anymore. I mean, I got old pictures, but none of them that are really old, that are like cool because they're old. This is kind of funny. Ryan Moorhead. With whatever shocker that was. I don't know what shocker that is. It makes me think of like the Russian Legion shocker, but was that like an Octane shocker? What's it say on the side? The Octane NXT. I just don't really remember the Octane NXT, that's all. It's just not, wasn't that memorable, I guess. I don't know what we're doing. We're just looking at old pictures. Hello. First time catching a live stream, finding your channel about a week ago. Great stuff. Well, thank you. We're just, I don't know what the hell we're doing here. The Philly Americans. You know what's funny? The Smart Parts World Championships. I'll tell you what, guys. We're gonna have a good ass, like... It's very weird, the Smart Parts World Championships, all the team names were so weird in that like tournament. They had like the craziest team names. Like the New York Aces and the Pennsylvania All-Americans. I mean, that one makes sense. But there was like the Atlanta Predators and stuff. Like such like weird like teams and stuff. Check it out. Sorry, making people go deaf. This is the Smart Parts World Championship. I don't really know what's going to happen if we watch this. So we're not going to turn the video on or anything. We'll just plop forward through this. The Atlanta Predators. So this is the Naughty Dogs, the Seattle Naughty Dogs versus the Atlanta Predators. I have no idea who is on this Predators team. Paraplegic Turtles. What are we talking about? At the casino. Yeah, Dan, were you there? There you go. There's your answer. I thought about Atlanta, and then I was like, but Dan, you would have played for Philly at the time, right? There you go. I always get like Strange confused. Strange is so confusing to me. So are you actually playing in this? I would have forgotten. Like at the time, I had to have remembered at the time. I had to have known at the time that the team was Strange. Yep. Playing for the Predators. Let's try to find you. Can we find you? God damn, it's 45 minutes though. I'm not going to recognize you. It's so long ago. Well, maybe I will. It's so long ago. It's like everybody looks different and everybody's body mannerisms are different because everyone's 20 years ago. Crazy. So it was Strange. Yeah, I was getting these videos ready the other day and I was like renaming stuff and I'm like, the fucking Predators? I'm like, isn't Atlanta like, isn't like the Atlanta Predators actually something? Aren't they an NHL team? I don't really keep track of hockey. The Atlanta Thrashers. Who are the Predators? Nashville Predators. There you go. That was terrible. Is Dynasty? Did Dynasty win? I think that Dynasty is still actually owed. I'm pretty sure that Dynasty is still owed stuff from this tournament too, which is crazy. I mean, that's not ideal. Crazy. Predators was an old school pro team where some Strange guys came from. Okay. I just don't remember. That's so funny that we randomly like decided to pull this up. Yeah, the NXL was so crazy. I mean, we were talking earlier, or like maybe last week or something about the NXL and how in Serial Killers, I'm not sure who Mike is. Oh, maybe we'll catch Eclipse. Damn here. I'm looking for you. Is that Miko? I mean, it's so long ago. Everybody looks so different. It's like, golly, 2006. Yeah, we were talking about in Serial Killers, there's parts in the videos where like the guys have their shirts all blurred out because they have like a Miami Effect logo or like the Oakland Assassin logo in that video. Or in that, yeah, in Serial Killers. And it's just like, I don't know. The links that the NXL went to, the original NXL, not the current interpretation or the current people, it's totally different people and everything. It's just the same name. But they were so crazy about like maintaining something. I don't know. I feel like they thought that it was going to be like some huge, you know, crazy thing where everyone was going to become billionaires from it. So they were trying to like protect their assets. And it's like, I don't know. It was stupid. That's why there's no footage of the NXL from back in the day. They pretty much no footage of it exists because they were so tightly controlled. Oh, that ad is pretty funny. Strange and the Naughty Dogs. Yeah, Strange for some reason. I always get them so mixed up with the Philly Americans. And then the All-Americans change their names so many times, and then, I don't know. It's so confusing to me. I hate those mini X's. Those things sucked too. Wow. Funny, funny. Yeah, it's interesting that, like, you know, the amount of points that the teams play now, it's like, it's not anything. I mean, how many points do you think the most amount of points in the NXL? They probably play like, 12. It could be 6-6 or maybe 6-7 if it's getting crazy. So you could play 13 points in only like 10 minutes of game time. So coming up, we have the national the Premier Paintball League that's taking place in Utah, where Aftershock and Dynasty are going to play in a couple weeks here. I think about 3 or 4 weeks. And they're going to play 45 minutes of complete game time. So I imagine they're going to have to increase... Ooh, that strange shocker. I imagine they're going to increase the roster sizes as well, because you can't run 5 guys back-to-back for 45 minutes. I mean, that's insane. That's like playing like 30 points back-to-back. I don't believe there's a lot of people that can do that. So they're probably going to have to increase the roster sizes, kind of like they did in this back in the day, where the rosters were just larger because there were so many more points that were played. NXL World Championship is on YouTube, I think. Dick Clark owned the NXL at the time. I lost in the finals to Philly. I don't know if... Are there... The best NXL footage I've been able to find isn't a Dirter video. I can't remember the name of the video. It's like Free Agent or Obscure Influence. Something like that. There is some like PB Star footage of the NXL. I just want good stuff. Like, this looks good. I want this quality. And there's some stuff out there, but the quality's so poor that you really can't even see people. We're going to stop that. We're not going to watch that whole entire thing. Old footage. Ooh, Hostility. Ryan said they had 8 to 9 people. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough unless you run, back in the day they had 15. I mean, it wouldn't be unheard of for like those original NXL teams or, PSP in 2004 to have 15 guys on a roster. Because it's kind of what you needed. Maybe like you play like 11 guys or 12 guys, something like that. Crazy. Yeah, I wish we could find more of that NXL stuff. There's just no footage. I don't know where it even, I don't even know if they took any to begin with, Those little PB Star video quality, you needed to sit across the room to make the pixels look normal. I'm with you on that. I know, it's like unusable. I mean, it might have been good. It might have been better back in the day, but we're seeing like a compressed version of a compressed version of a compressed version, and it's like it just degrades over time. There you go. Dan says we had 15-ish guys. That's crazy. YouTube, Philly Americans, Detroit Strange. Okay, we're doing it right now. See what comes up. Yeah. This is one of the ones that I just discount because the quality is so poor, I don't even look at it. It would be really cool. So this is some of like the original TV footage, though. I'll show... Damn it, my freaking Jimmy Jam. So this is like, yeah, the like original... Like, original ESPN footage. So this is what, 2004? Or 5? Maybe it's 2006? Yeah, it's because it's like whenever I'm ever looking for anything, really, it's like I'm mostly looking for videos for 2 reasons. Like to learn stuff, so I can like hear interviews with people or whatever. But then I'm also looking for like B-roll and stuff, so it looks good on TV or it looks good in videos. And it's like, man, I just wish this stuff looked good. I wish that we had like original quality or something. And I actually contacted ESPN a couple times, or no, I've emailed back and forth a few times with a guy at ESPN talking about rights and how to like acquire rights to some of this stuff, and they don't have any of it. None of it exists. So they've told me I have to contact the original producers. So it's like, good luck finding that. It's like, I don't know where, like, who owns the rights to this, and like, where is the actual footage exist? I have no idea. I don't even know where to start with that. It's like they told me to contact the MPPL, and I'm like, what? I mean, who? Like, the MPPL hasn't been around for 20 years, and like, I don't even know. Like, who knows where any of that stuff's at? Who knows? Can it be AI enhanced? No, not really. I mean, most of that stuff sucks. Yeah. Because there's not data there at all. So it would just be making stuff up. Like, look at that cutting. That's way too many cuts. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, cut. It's like, ew. Anyway. I haven't seen this, though. It's cool to know that it exists. I mean, there's a handful of these guys, like Steven Jorgensen, who have been, like, you know, very good in, like, uploading. You can see I've watched a lot of them. Uploading a lot of this old stuff. It's very, very helpful. There's like 5 or 6 of those guys. Damn it, I keep hitting the friggin' Stream Deck. It's not working. What is Adobe Firefly? I don't even know what Firefly is. I have some of the Topaz software, like Topaz. There's a company, Topaz, that makes software for like video and stuff, video and photos. That's like upscaling, whatever bullshit. I don't know. I've never found that it works very well. Yeah, it is crazy how back in the day, I mean, I already closed that, unfortunately. It is crazy how back in the day there weren't any bunkers. That's one of the things we talk about now, is just how many bunkers there are. I mean, there's probably twice as many bunkers now as there were back in the day. Everything was just different. I think that our mindsets were different and all kinds of stuff. Screw Adobe. I don't pay Adobe for anything. Although I have a lot of their software installed. Well, gentlemen, I go to the bathroom really bad. So this might be a natural place to end this. Kinda gotta poop. Wasn't there like 30 to 40 bunkers then? I really don't know. I mean, we could figure out. It'd be pretty easy to find the layout, you know, and just count them. But there's definitely way more now, that's for sure. I ran a site 20 years ago and have a dozen videos. Wait, I ran a site 20 years ago and have 20. You have DVDs, Philip? Philip Given. If you actually have like DVDs, like you have like Dirter DVDs or like the old MPPL DVDs, or is it like, do you have like mini DV video that you shot? Curtis, $2 for pooping. I don't buy toilet paper anymore. I haven't used toilet paper in a long time. You know, you get a bidet and then you go out in the real world and you got to use toilet paper. You feel like a goddamn fucking animal. Toilet paper is awful. Okay, Philip. If you actually have like stuff, email me. I'm gonna put my email in the chat. Why is it doing that? Email brad@paintballruinedmylife.com. Like, I'm on a quest to find all the media that I can without buying it. I mean, I can't like justify buying a DVD and then ripping it and then being like, all right, now what do I do? But I mean, some of these guys are selling these DVDs for like $40 and shit online. I'm like, I'm gonna pay $40 for that. I had a stack of that shit, like stacks and stacks and stacks of DVDs at one point. It's like hard for me to justify spending money on it. So it's hard. I borrowed some stuff and then ripped it, but I'm looking for more. So if you've got more, I'm on a quest to find that stuff. All right, I gotta go to the bathroom. Guys, I might poop my pants. It's been real. You know, come back next